forces attract me to females. I look this gorgeous. How did you even come in existence? Hey, or did you just appear out in an instance? You got me all driven, revving my pistons. I wonder if she like the stick shift. Hey, count it 4 and make a wish. I wish that shorty keep it lit. Cause if I shoot my shot, I won't miss. No backboard, gotta sound a light switch.
Go ahead, touchdown like that. 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 Hey, hey, go ahead, touchdown like that. 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 Like
work the middle, work the middle, work the middle, work out, work out, work the middle, work the middle, work the middle, work out, work out, work the middle, work the middle, work the middle, work out, work out, work the middle, work the middle, work the middle, work out, work out.
I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my.
We welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Washington football team and the New York Giants. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Pain on the stop.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On 2nd and 7, Jones finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
Brings up 3rd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And down he goes, but the stiff arm utilized effectively there, and it helps him move the sticks. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Saquon Barkley. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
And the ball carrier.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And 1.
On 3rd down, Barkley. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll give him a fresh set of downs.
8-yard line.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. It's Barkley. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. The tackle by Matthew Ioannidis.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jones. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it, and the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they've got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it.
And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
47-yard line.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
2nd and 5 now. Mayfield. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. 23 yards the pickup there.
And the Washington 1st down.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Ball carrier.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
The Giants take over.
So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing a ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get it to our guys, please.
Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Mike 56, Mike 56. Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. He's going to air one out. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now Jones. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 1st down, Giants on a pickup of 14.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
We're scoreless after 1.
With no score.
On 1st and 10, Jones. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down.
Up 2nd and 10.
This is Barkley. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. From the gun, Jones. It's caught, Shepard. And he will have a Giants 1st down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. Jones and Shepard with a connection there for a Giants 1st down. Off play action, Jones. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go, ball on the 43. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Pull it together. 56 to Mike.
Operating from the gun, Jones. And that is incomplete. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their history. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They threw an interception. The first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as you're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
The tackle made.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Play fake. Mayfield. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now a give right side. It's Gibson, and this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
It'd be real interesting to take a look at this play later because on this pitch toss play, I get the sense that he just followed the pulling guard or the pulling offensive lineman through that hole and spilled this play early.
Yeah, because he didn't even get to the outer third of the field. He was tackled in the middle third.
Yeah, when you're talking about a pitch or a toss tackled there, that means they read it fast and diagnosed it and knocked him down in a hurry.
Now this throw caught left side. Touchdown, Washington. Steven Sims Jr., his 2nd touchdown on the season. And Washington has taken the lead.
Justin Hopkins.
And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
26-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Now this will go for 5 up to the 33.
The ball carried by
frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This time they face a 3rd and 2. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Fielded just inside the 20. It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Mayfield down. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 11 yards there, 1st down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Mayfield on 1st down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And they will finally stop him, but a great return gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
This will be caught at about the 6. And the Giants are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives them a 1st and goal. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll try and run forward with Barkley. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half.
Just let me breathe for a minute, man. Just let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe. It's too hot to let the tap on.
2nd and goal from the 1. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. It's the fullback. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Giants are going to jump back in front. That could be an important swing right there. A touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the gun, Mayfield. Open man is Sims. He's got it. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
On second down, Mayfield again. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. And now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Going to the air again with Mayfield. Open man here, Sims complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. So we've reached halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the Giants out in front. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Graham Gano set to kick off.
Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. First down throw for Mayfield. And he'll get this to Antonio Gibson complete. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. Mayfield on play action. And he'll find Hall. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line. A huge play there for Washington. 46 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Now it's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And he'll complete this to Gibson. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a first down.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Nice. They'll try to run it. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal.
I have to think a major focus at a halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch, maybe you move some.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And Washington has once again taken the lead. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10.
Giants 10.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
1-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Again, it's Barkley. Sidesteps him at the 35. And this will be a Giants first down as he's got this past the 35 to about the 37.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
On first down, it's Craig. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
13 yards remaining on second down. Throwing, Jones. Throwing right, and that's complete. He'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
It's a gain of 9. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Now a toss right to Barkley. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 23-yard line.
A 4-receiver look here. 3 out to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 8. Throwing, Mayfield. And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd. Picked off at about the 31. And the return will stop right around the 25. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley. Heck of a move, but only able to work his way down near the 23. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They'll go to Barkley again. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. It's the Giants with possession of the football but needing points as we start quarter number 4. The Giants on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 4. On the run, it's Barkley. And he'll have the 1st down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the 1st down marker was and getting there.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
2nd and 12. From the gun, Jones. And it'll be intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who have had the receivers on lockdown.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside, as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up second down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
To throw, Mayfield. The throw taken in by Sims. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now a run with Geis. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Mayfield to throw it. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Hall. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
A gain of 4 brings up 2nd down at their 48-yard line.
Here's Mayfield. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Jabril Peppers on the coverage.
Incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. Now Mayfield lost the football, and the Giants have it. It's picked up. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Giants touchdown. So a big turn of events there. This defense makes the play. They return it for the score, and now they have the lead.
So much for ball security for the offense. Playing with a lead in the 2nd half, they give the ball up, and all of a sudden they're behind.
Big-time fumble. Gano the extra point, and it's now 17-14. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And able to get this out to the 25.
Takes over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
They're set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. A golden opportunity for them now following the interception. They need to try to at least get 3. Obviously, a touchdown puts them in a much more secure position. And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Mayfield off the play fake. On the crossing route, complete. That's Sims. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Boy, 30 more yards and another first down.
Washington first down.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Geis. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. Behind the chains, 2nd and 13. Mayfield. He's going to drop this one down to Gibson. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
Down.
Mayfield. And that'll be complete to the running back, Gibson. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied.
17.
I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told them, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Barkley. And some room to work. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. The 20, 10, touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Giants have broken our tie as they take the lead.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking, there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced a 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
Graham Gano set to kick off.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late-game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Mayfield. This is brought in by Gibson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there, first down. Obviously a big first down right there.
Yeah, they still got to hustle. They got to get up to the line of scrimmage and get set. But I don't think necessarily you need to spike it. But they've got to continue to move quickly.
Now Mayfield. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Mayfield now from the 50. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, 2nd down.
Incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball has been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 38-yard line. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Mayfield. Got a man, it's Gibson, complete. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. Mayfield to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
And the Giants will kneel it here out of the victory formation.
Today's final score.
So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And it took a big fourth quarter to do it, but bottom line, they got the job done.
Yeah, it is the bottom line, isn't it? A few anxious moments along the way, though. A few sweaty palms, not just for the team, but for their fans. As you mentioned, down going into the fourth quarter. How about the rally? How about the comeback? Getting it done on both sides of the ball, holding them when they needed to, and finding ways to get points when they had the football.
So for the Giants, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll have another home date next week as the Miami Dolphins come to town. Meanwhile, for Washington, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to L.A. to take on the Rams. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.